Yes, students, dear students, now the next topic of discussion is energy. And what do you know by energy? What do you understand by listening the name energy? A simple thing comes into your mind, that is capacity or capability of doing work. Capacity or capability of doing work is called as capacity or capability of doing work is called as energy. Means what is the capacity or capability of doing work, how can you perform the work, is called as energy. So like work, energy is also a scalar quantity. Listen, dear students, there is no any very much difference between work and energy, because in physics, wherever you will discuss about work, that work is energy. That work is energy. Means suppose you had done work in lifting this duster to this height. You had done mechanical work in lifting the duster to this height. Then you had done the mechanical work over this duster, and whatever you had done the work, that work is being stored in the duster at this height as its potential energy. So work and energy is considered or understood as two similar or analogous things. Work is the energy is the consequence of work. Energy is the consequence or result of work. Means whatever the work you are doing, that work is stored as energy in that body. So we can say that the energy is nothing. Energy is the result of doing work on any object. So like work, energy is also a scalar quantity, and its SI unit is joule. Its SI unit is joule. CGS unit is erg. Its CGS unit is erg. Its dimensional formula is similar to the work. Dimensional formula is similar to the work, that is ml square T minus 2. ml square T minus 2. SI unit, it has also no direction. Energy exists in various forms. Energy exists in various forms in the nature, like mechanical energy, electrical energy, light energy, heat energy, sound energy, heat energy, sound energy, etc. These are the various forms of energy. These are the various forms of energy in which energy exists in this universe. Now we will discuss about kinetic energy. Kinetic energy. Next one is kinetic energy. Kinetic energy, and it is denoted by K. Kinetic energy, it is denoted by K. So kinetic energy can be defined as, kinetic energy can simply be defined as the energy possessed by a body by the virtue of its motion. The energy possessed by a body by the virtue of its motion. Means if a object is being moved from one position to another position due to the application of the force on the body, and if you had applied force on the body and body had moved from one position to another position, means whatever the work you had done on that object, that work done is converted into the kinetic energy of the body. So you can simply say that the energy possessed by the body due to its motion, or you can call that by the virtue of its motion, is called as kinetic energy, and it is nothing. It is simply the work done on a body for providing motion to the body. It is simply the work done on the body, work done in moving an object is equal to its kinetic energy. Work done on a body for providing the motion before coming to the rest. Before coming to rest. Before coming to rest. Means this energy is called as kinetic energy. Kinetic energy. So kinetic energy can be expressed as half mv square, where m is equal to mass of the body and v is equal to velocity of the m is the mass of the body and v is the velocity of the body. So kinetic energy of the body can be given as half mv square. Certain examples of kinetic energy I am mentioning here. Certain examples of kinetic energy. certain examples of kinetic energy. Examples. A bullet shot out of the gun barrel. So inside the gun, the bullet was initially at rest, but as you had fired the gun, what happened? You had fired the gun, your mechanical energy is converted into kinetic energy, and by the law of conservation of momentum, the bullet possesses its motion and it possesses its kinetic energy. Second thing is kinetic energy possessed by water, which moves water mills. Third one is the run water mills. Wind kinetic energy is used to drive windmills. So these are certain examples. Here kinetic energy possessed by the water. The running water has its kinetic energy, and when this energy falls on the water mills, it rotates the turbine, work is done by it. So capability of doing work is called as energy. Wind is flowing with certain velocity, and when the moving wind strikes the fans of the windmill, then it drives the windmill and converts that energy into the electrical energy. So capacity of doing work is called as kinetic energy. Dimension, unit of kinetic energy, unit is joule, and dimensional formula that is equal to ml square. This is the dimensional formula, same as energy. Since it is energy, same as the work done. Now, one point about kinetic energy is that kinetic energy can never be negative, it is always positive. Kinetic energy can never be negative. It is always kinetic energy can never be negative, it is always positive. Look at here, why kinetic energy can never be negative, it is always positive. Since you write K is equal to half mv square. Look at here, K depends on mass. So mass can never be negative. You can't say that mass is negative. And K is then directly proportional to v square, a square of velocity. Suppose velocity is negative. You can say that, sir, velocity can be negative, displacement can be negative, so velocity can be negative. But here there is the square of velocity, and since it is a square of velocity, means the negative becomes positive. As a result, the kinetic energy is always positive. Kinetic energy is always positive. It can never be negative. Now, one thing I want to discuss, kinetic energy depends upon frame of reference. Kinetic energy depends upon frame of reference also. Kinetic energy depends upon frame of reference. How kinetic energy depends upon frame of reference? Kinetic energy depends upon frame of reference. kinetic energy depends upon frame of reference. Kinetic energy depends upon frame of reference. Now, dear student, what is the meaning of frame of reference? You are knowing that the frame of reference. Frame of reference means to say that in which frame the body is moving. In which frame the body is moving. Suppose it is a train and it is a bogie of the train. It is a bogie of a train. Now, a person is standing in the train and the train is moving in. Train has the velocity in this direction. Train has the velocity in this direction. Now, I want to calculate the kinetic energy of this man. I want to calculate the kinetic energy of the man. The first point is that if we calculate the kinetic energy of the man in the frame of the train, so if kinetic energy of the man in frame of train. So, in the frame of the train, the velocity of the man is equal to 0. Velocity, because when a person is standing inside the train, when the observer is inside the train, the object is moving with the same velocity as the observer. So, relative velocity between the observer and the object is 0. Relative velocity between the observer and object is 0. So, kinetic energy half mv square and it is equal to 0. But for the same person, if kinetic energy of the man in frame of ground, kinetic energy of man in frame of ground. In frame of ground means relative to the observer on the ground, the object is moving with velocity v. So, kinetic energy is here, kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. So, the kinetic energy of this same person is 0 in the frame of the train and the kinetic energy is half mv square in the frame of the ground. So, we can say that kinetic energy depends upon the frame of reference. Kinetic energy depends upon the frame of reference. Now, we will do a simple derivation for measurement of kinetic energy. How we can measure the kinetic energy? Measurement of kinetic energy. The next topic is measurement of kinetic energy. Measurement of kinetic energy. Measurement of kinetic energy. Let us suppose a simple case in which there is a body of mass m which is at rest, initially which is at rest, and a force F is applied, on the object, and as the force is applied, we had supposed it had moved a small distance ds. The object of mass m had moved a small distance ds by the effect of the force F, and this is the velocity v of the object. This is the velocity v of the object. Clear? So a small work done since f is applied here and the object has moved with the distance ds, so a small work done in moving the object to a distance ds. This work done dw is written as f dot ds, and since the force F, applied force F and the displacement ds is in the same direction, so we can write it as F ds cos 0 degree. So dw is equal to F into ds. From Newton's second law, from Newton's second law, we can write it as F is equal to m into a. F is equal to m into a. So putting this in equation 1. So putting in equation first. Putting this in equation first. And while putting this in equation first, we will get dw is equal to ma into ds. This is equation number 2. Now look at here. We can write it as dw is equal to m dv upon dt into ds. dv into dt upon ds. Now here we can write it as m is equal to ds upon dt into dv dw. This is, and now here we can write it as mv dv. So dw can be written as mv dv. This is equation number 3. Now integrating equation 3. Now what we will do? We will calculate total work done on the body 0 to v. Total work done on the body in increasing its velocity from 0 to v, because initially it is 0, initially v is equal to 0 and finally it has attained the velocity of v. So total work done we have to find out total work done on the body. To find out the total work done on the body from increasing its velocity from 0 to v. So we have to do what? We have to integrating, because this is a small work done, this is a small work done, this is dv velocity. So total work done we can calculate from integrating v is equal to 0 to v is equal to v. So 0 to v, we have to integrate 0 to v. So integrating integrating equation 3 from 0 to v. So w is equal to integration of dw and it is equal to 0 to v mv dv. And since you know that mass is constant, mass of the body is constant, so m is taken out. So m is taken out and it is equal to 0 to v dv. And as you know that integral x and dx, that is equal to x n plus 1 upon n plus 1. So if the value of x is equal to 1, then it will become x square upon 2. So here we can write it as m v square upon 2 and limit 0 to v. And since it is definite integral, and in case of definite integral there is no any need of putting constant, so w is equal to m v square upon 2 and it is equal to half mv square. This is equal to, work done is equal to half mv square, and this work done appears as kinetic energy of the body. This work done appears as kinetic energy of the this work done appears as the kinetic energy of the body. Matlab this work done on the body goes to converted into, here look at here from the derivation, whatever the work you had done, you had applied force, and due to the force applied you had done the work done for displacing the body from initial position to final position, from velocity is equal to 0 to velocity v, and for that you have to do the small work done. That a small work done is converted into kinetic energy. As I had told, energy is nothing, energy is the result of doing work, result of the, here the energy is the result of doing work. So this work done appears as the kinetic energy of the body. So we can write very simply, we can write it as kinetic energy of the body is equal to half mv square. Kinetic energy of the body is equal to half mv square. So from here one result I want to discuss, that kinetic energy is directly proportional to mass and kinetic energy is directly proportional to v square. So we can say that if a body has greater mass and more velocity, then its kinetic energy is maximum. And the reverse is also true. Or you can say that vice versa. If a smaller mass and less velocity, minimum, and if a body has greater mass and velocity is more, then its kinetic energy is maximum. So this is all about the kinetic energy, and in the next video we will discuss two numericals, simpler numericals based on this calculation of kinetic energy, and after that we will discuss about work energy theorem. So that's all, student, for today. Thank you. Have a nice day. Take care.